You bring out Kendrick.
Jefferson County Court, law number 2 is in session. The court is in session with its jail review docket. First case on the jail review docket is cause number 24CCCR 0238. Case is style of state of Texas versus Randolph Vines. Mr. Vines, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vines, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Vines, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vines, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Vines?
I'm okay. Yourself?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Mr. Vines. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
And Mr. Reynolds, do you waive a record in Mr. Vines' case?
So wait.
State is represented in this case by Attorney Haley Simmons. Attorney Simmons, how are you doing?
I'm great, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Vines, I have before me a document that is titled Information Sheet. This information sheet was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information sheet, it alleges that you, Randolph Vines, on or about December 1st of 2022, 2023, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class A misdemeanor offense theft. Mr. Vines, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
To this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vines, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials, RV, that are on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On page 3 of this document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
The next document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled
Yes.
Defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand this statement?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand this statement?
Yes, sir.
I also have a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled
Yes, sir.
Defendant? Mr. Vines, before you signed and initialed these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes,
to the
sir.
best of your knowledge? Mr. Vines, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am.
State offer 6-1.
Any
No
objections?
objection, state one.
No objection. States Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Reynolds, you've advised and counseled Mr. Vines. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None to my knowledge, Judge.
And Mr. Vines, your attorney, Mr. Reynolds, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vines, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waiver were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond any reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the agreement?
In exchange for defendant's plea of guilty, the state will bring 24 days in the Jefferson County Jail with credit for 24 days and 2 times retired court costs.
Mr. Vines, the state is offering that you serve 24 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you not have to serve any more time in Jefferson County Jail in this case because you've already served 24 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you've already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. That means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Vines, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
I accept.
Mr. Vines, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Vines, this will conclude your case. If you do not have anything else holding you in jail, you'll be getting out of jail today. Mr. Vines, you're gonna stand in front of the court coordinator, follow the directions of the bailiff. Once you finish following her directions, you can follow her and you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
You want to approach from Kendrick John?
I don't know, I haven't received it yet.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Kendrick John?
Okay. Is that Mr. Jones?
Yes, sir.
Would you come on up?
Mr. Jones has advised he wants a jury trial.
Okay, we have reset it for a trial.
He's gonna have a bench warrant.
Hmm?
He's on a bench warrant from TDC. So we have to-
Okay, he's on a bench warrant from, one of the other courts.
TDC.
Yeah, I was just saying, but who bench warrant?
I don't
Okay,
know. He's finished with his going,
okay, I'm just thinking they may have,
right?
Okay.
You don't have anything going.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm done with my felony cases.
you are? Okay,
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
okay, I see that, well, your felony case was just disposed of, on the 15th of May.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, well, we give him we'll reset it for a trial.
Who's the alleged victim on that?
Well, this is a harassment case. Okay, I will.
Next one.
Jefferson County Court at 11-2 is back in session. The court is in session with two cases. The first case is cause number 24-CCCR 0974. And the second case
Well,
is cause number 24-CCCR 1171. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Patrick M. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, is that your full name?
Patrick M. Griffin, yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Griffin?
I'm doing okay.
That's good. Mr. Griffin, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Griffin, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
Mr. Griffin, you may put your hand down. Mr. Griffin, you're representing your case by your attorney Lori Perazzo. Attorney Perazzo, how are you doing?
doing well, Your Honor.
And Ms. Perazzo, do you waive a record in Mr. Griffin's cases?
Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin, in cause number 24-CCCR 0974, I have before me a document that is titled Information on my computer. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Patrick M. Griffin, on or about February 12th of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2A, less than or equal to 2 ounces. It's B.
Oh, the complaint said it was Class A.
Okay, it's less than, yeah. The complaint, did the information says a Class B.
Okay. Well, I apologize.
Now, Mr. Griffin, to this charge of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 2A, less than or equal to 2 ounces, how did you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? You doing it of your own free will?
I'm volunteering.
Good. Now, Mr. Griffin, I also have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. I'm gonna go ahead on and change the box.
Thank you. I
Okay.
was looking at the 2A or the 2 dash,
Okay,
and it was like close together.
okay.
I don't know.
Now, Mr. Griffin, the charge, well, the offense that you're charged with is a Class B misdemeanor. The Class B misdemeanor range of punishment is minimum 0 days to 180 days, or a person could be given a fine up to $2,000, or you could be given both such fine and confinement. Do you understand that?
That's the range of punishment.
Okay, go ahead on and,
It's a Class B.
in essence, you're not being charged with a Class A, you're being charged with a lower Class B.
There's worse.
That's just the range of punishment.
No, yeah, it's lower. At first, I think when your attorney went over it, she had you thinking that it was a higher charge, but it's a lower charge, it's a lesser
He's
charge.
just correcting it.
A Class B would be worse.
No. it's
No,
less.
a Class A would be worse than a Class B.
Yeah.
Okay, you understand that?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk to your attorney and she can explain that to you. Okay.
Want to go offline.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm.
Scared everybody.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
not gay. They're trying to fuck me.
hey,
Yeah, I'm talking, I'm crying, I'm screaming.
okay,
I'm
okay.
dating a bitch, that's what's going on.
Okay, this is pursuant to Article 46B, warrant 0024. The court is gonna conduct an informal inquiry.
Yes, ma'am.
And the court is gonna conduct a formal inquiry pursuant to the
I'm a
factors
psychotic patient.
of
Someone
46B.0024.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
And the court is going to inform the defendant and his attorney that pursuant to Article 1.24, he has a right all public trial, all hearings and proceedings shall be public. However, pursuant to the case of Lilly versus State 365, the right to public trial is not absolute and might be outweighed by other competing interests, such as the interest in security, or it could be such as the non-disclosure, the disclosure of non-public information, or to ensure that the defendant get a fair trial. Ms. Perazo, are you requesting that this hearing be closed to the public to protect the interests of Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, yes, sir, but in addition to that, I would ask, for, even though I haven't followed a motion for that.
Or the court can do a sua sponte motion, so.
Evaluation.
But before we get there, and my question to you is, would you like this hearing? We're on YouTube, we have people in the courtroom. Would you like this portion of the hearing closed to protect the interests of your client, to prevent the disclosure of non-public information?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The court finds that the party seeking the closure of this hearing has advanced an overriding interest that is likely to be prejudicial to her client. This request is no broader than necessary to protect the interests of her client. The court has considered other reasonable alternatives to closing this hearing. The court makes these findings